Start with your feet shoulders width apart, parallel facing forward and flat on the floor. First, we will exhale and bend the knees 2 to 3 inches. Then, as we inhale and straighten the knees back to a soft or straight but not locked position, we will open the armpits, expanding the arms out beside and in front of you, and then exhaling and bending back down. We want to imagine our body expanding and contracting like the throat of a bullfrog. As we inhale and rise up, we're expanding in every direction, and as we exhale and bend down, we are compressing back down to the center of our gravity. We will repeat this motion over and over, allowing the body to match the pace of our own relaxed breath, breathing deep into the belly and letting the body match that pace, rather than forcing the breath to match the pace of our body. Throughout this exercise, your eyes should be focused on an imaginary horizon. Generally, we pick a spot about the size of a dime and try to focus our gaze there throughout the entire exercise. We want our body to be upright, as if we're being suspended from the top of the head, keeping the neck and the lumbar spine relatively straight and relaxed. This whole body variation of Bullfrog's breath is said to strengthen or affect the kidney channel as well as the stomach channel, largely due to the leg activity. It's also said to strengthen or affect both the pericardium and the Sanjiao channels on the insides and outsides of the arm. Additionally, with the opening and closing of the armpit, it is said to help open the heart channel. This exercise strengthens all of the quadricep muscles, including rectus femoris, vastus lateralis, vastus intermedius, and vastus medialis. Additionally, it strengthens the gluteal muscles, including gluteus maximus, gluteus minimus, and gluteus medius. Additionally, it will strengthen the hamstring muscles, both the biceps femoris long head and semitendinosus and semimembranosus in the legs. It's also useful for strengthening the deltoid muscles and supraspinatus in the rotator cuff. As with all Qigong exercises focusing on abdominal breathing, it's also useful in strengthening the diaphragm. This exercise is useful for patients dealing with leg weakness, either from atrophy or from neural inhibition. It's appropriate for patients struggling with knee and hip osteoarthritis, as well as balance issues. It's useful in the early stage rehab of rotator cuff injuries and surgeries, as well as for frozen shoulder patients. It's appropriate for post-op rehab for both knee and hip replacement surgeries, as well as for any patients struggling with accessory breathing muscle issues. This exercise, from a TCM perspective, is useful in treating kidney deficiency patterns, whether that's kidney yin or kidney yang deficiency. We also find it useful for kidney-lung disharmony patterns, where the kidney isn't assisting the lung in descending. We find it useful as well for heart pericardium blockages, such that you see in anxiety and depression patients, patients dealing with heartbreak, patients struggling with chest pain or palpitations, as well as dream-disturbed sleep and five-palm heat. It's also useful in Sanjiao disorders, particularly bipolar disorder and Shaoyang syndromes. Typical duration for this exercise is about 5 minutes, though we often start much lower and gradually build as the patient is able.